In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a decorated order inside Distributor Central. This is used when you're purchasing blank products from one supplier, but then they have to be sent to your contract decorator for screen printing, embroidery, or any other decoration. This way, it keeps everything together on one order, all inside your Distributor Central account. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is to find the blank product that you're wanting. I'm going to do golf polo. And then I'm just going to go ahead and choose this first one, hit add to cart. Here's where I'll select my customer for this order. If you have not already entered them in your customer list, you can hit add new customer and add those in there. I've already added one for today. So webinar demo is the customer that I added. I hit next. And then here's where you'll choose your sizes and your colors. So I'm going to do 2, 2, 2. Two, two, two. I'll hit next. And then personalize your product. Since this part of the order is the blank part, you can choose no personalization required, or you can just leave that blank and you don't actually have to fill that out. Here's where you can add any comments to the blank supplier. Maybe this is where you would put if your decorator has free inbound shipping, or anything that you're not able to put within the regular ordering information, you can put that in there. Okay, so now I'm going to hit, I need to add the embroidery part and the decorator part. I'm going to hit add another product. It's going to put my customer's name in here. And then under select a product, I'm going to hit add custom product. And then next. And then here's where you'll put your decorator information. If you're using high-tech graphics for your decorator, they're already listed on Distributor Central, so you can search them here. If you're adding a vendor that you've never added before, you would hit add new vendor. Once you add them inside your account, then they will become searchable, so you don't have to keep adding them if you're placing orders to them in the future. So I'm going to do high-tech. It's going to pull their information in. And so then here it's asking me to enter product information. So if your decorator has like specific name and item numbers, you can put that in there. Otherwise, I would just do, so I'm going to do one color embroidery, and then maybe put the stitch count if you know that, or you could put the color, the thread color that you want. In this case, we're going to do white, and I've already looked at the thread colors, and I want their 003 ghost white, so I can put that in there. And then the item number, if they have them, you could put that. Otherwise, I would just do it for your own records, however you want to do those. And then white. Quantity is going to be 12. Then your unit price, or you're going to put in your cost for the net, and then however much you want it to charge your customer. Do $6.84. If there are any setup charges, for example, if they're digitizing the logo, you could put that as a setup charge. In the next step, you could also add it as an additional option if you wanted it on its own line item, so that you could show, you know, this was the cost of the embroidery and this is the cost of the digitizing. Or any other setup fee that they have, you can put right here. So we'll do $25 for their digitizing fee, and then I'm not going to mark that up for my customer, so I'll put $25 for the retail. Hit next. And then, so this is where I said if you wanted it to be its own line item for digitizing, you could put in digitizing. Just make up your own item number, and then your quantity would be 1, and then maybe put the number of stitches or whatever information you want to add, and then you can put the cost of that. Also use this optional information section if you have multiple decoration locations. So this could be location number 2. So we're going to click next. And then here is where you'll say how you're giving them the artwork. I recommend doing the upload artwork right inside Distributor Central, because then it keeps that artwork inside your Distributor Central account. So if you ever need to go back to it, use it on another order, you can always pull that down from Distributor Central, and it kind of helps keep your customers' artwork all with them inside in one location. Any special artwork instructions you can put in there, and then these are the comments you would want to go to your decorator. Click next. And then, so now we're done. We've added all the products for this order, so we'll hit next. You can put in your PO number if you have a special PO number, or maybe your customer has a PO number, you can put that in there. But Distributor Central orders do generate an order number, so you do not have to have a PO number if you don't want to. And then here we just got to click payment information. Most suppliers, it's just going to say bill to account, because they'll reach out to you for however they would like that payment whenever you place your order. Shipping. We're going to have to set up 2 addresses. The first address is going to be for the blank products to go to your decorator. So you can put in the in-hands date that you want it to be at your decorator here. We'll go ahead and put, that thing is in my way. We'll put the 8th. So item 1, that's your blanks will be 12. Item 2, you want to put in 0. And then here's where you'll put your decorator's address. I'm just going to throw in Distributor Central in there. The ship from company would be your company name. If you have a contact at the decorator that you want this to go directly to, you put them in there. Shipment reference ID if you need that, and then any other shipment comments. Here you'll choose the shipping method. If you have a third-party shipper number that you're wanting, you can add that in. Once you add it once, then it'll be in a drop-down to where you can always easily choose it. If you're working with a decorator that has the free inbound shipping programs, then you can hit other. That way it just goes, you've already made a comment in the supplier section that you were going to use that free inbound shipping program with those details, so then you can just leave that as other. So then we hit save address. And then now we come here and we hit add another address. And then this is going to be where your decorator ships your order. So if they're shipping it to you, you'll put your information in there. If they're shipping it to your customer, you'll put their information. In this case, I'm going to ship it directly to my customer. I've already saved their address in there, so I'm going to choose that. Here's where I'm going to put the date that I want it in my customer's hands. And then the requested ship date. Let's see. I'm going to put 18th for the requested, and then it has to be in my customer's hands. Let's say on the 23rd. So then now item 1 is going to be 0. Item 2 is going to be 12. And then here's where you'll choose the shipping method for that part. And then you'll hit save address. Then now we'll go here and we'll go next. It's telling me that I have not entered a PO number, but that's okay. I'm just going to use Distributor Central's numbering. And so then now here is my order confirmation. It shows all of my colors and my sizes and the quantities of that along with the pricing. And then it shows my embroidery information. You can add supplier comments. If there's something you might have forgot, you can go ahead and add that from here. Another thing you could do too is, in order to give your decorator that information on those products, you could hit add custom option. And here you could put in, say, Cutter and Buck black polos, or you could actually put in the item name, the item number, and then here you could put in the sizes, you know, your size rundown to large to extra large to 2XL 6, and just don't put anything in there this is not the part to be charging for that. And then you can do add. Okay, so now it added that information. We also got the blue polo, so then you could do add custom option and you can type in the information for the blue polo. So once you've edited or added any extra information, you go down here to the bottom, and here's where you can choose to create and send the PO to the supplier, or you can just create the PO and send it later. I'm going to go ahead and hit that, hit create POs. And so here now I have my customer order that has all of the information collected, showing the polos and the embroidery, and it has and so that's going to show you retail pricing. Down here it's got my purchase order for the first product for Cutter and Buck. I can review that, make sure everything's good, and then from there I can send it. And then here is the purchase order number 2 for High Tech Graphics. And so you can send that from Distributor Central. And so then they all are tied together on the same order. And from there you can send it to both suppliers, as well as, you know, if you're using it to invoice and send order confirmations to your customer without having it to have 2 different order numbers. That keeps it all on the same order. Hope you got something out of this. Hope it helps. Stay tuned for more videos.